I think Anthony Edwards is going to take it personal just because I remember, I think it was last year or maybe a year before, and they was asking like who he thinks the best young players are in the league, and he put him, SGA, and Luka. He brought those three. He's like, but I'm the best. Like, I'm better than both of them. So I think going in now, he's aware, like, the spotlight's on you because now you playing against SGA. Here's your chance to go to the finals. You had a chance to go last year, but y'all lost to Luka. So here's your opportunity to show,
I like that.
Are you that guy?
Yeah.
Because you lost to Luka last year, and then you beat him this year. And now the other guy that you said is the second best, well, here's your opportunity to get him out of here and go to the promised land. So I think he has enough motivation to take him there.
Would you take Anthony Edwards over SGA?
Yes.
No.
I'd take SGA.
No, hell
No, I think Anthony Edwards brings something to the table that SGA doesn't. I think skill wise they're both elite, but I just feel like Anthony Edwards just got something. It's just something different. It could be that little extra dog in him, but I just feel like just
that New York explanation. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the energy.
It's the energy.
Who's the better basketball player?
I think.
The MVP that's coming up this year?
I don't know. Well, he gonna win it now because they beat OKC, and I know I know people gonna say, "Oh, these votes came in before."
Yeah.
They wait. I'm just like all of a sudden how Dallas got the #1 pick. I think it's all rigged. So he
Stay focused.
I think
Who's the
Anthony
better
Edwards
basketball
better.
player?
I think I'm here.
All right, Shaq.
Okay, yeah.
I was coming right back to that. I think Anthony Edwards is better than SGA slightly.
See, I don't think Anthony Edwards knows how to use his dog yet. Yeah. I don't think he knows how to make that dog make his teammates better, make his team better, and control the game.
You see it in spurts.
SGA is better than him at that. I give you that.
And I think at this point of the season, that's going to make a huge difference.
I think that makes a huge difference for OKC because they have a bunch of players who need SGA to do that. I think with Minnesota, they got a bunch of players who all know their role and are good enough in their role. Like Julius Randle don't need Anthony Edwards to necessarily like do certain things to make him better. Julius Randle's confident in who he is. OKC is a bunch of pretty much role players.
No,
with
Jalen
SGA
Williams could be a 1B. When SGA is off,
Jalen Williams
like
would not be a
garbage.
1 on any team.
Yeah, that one is strong.
He's a 3 at best. At best.
In the playoffs.
That's
Jalen Williams.
Wait. He's a 2 on his own team.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Because of what SGA does. I think SGA makes him look like a 2. He's so good that although I think Pippen was Pippen, but a lot of times you see somebody who's so good when he has another person next to him, they look a lot better because the attention is so much on the 1 that now this person who's really probably a 3 looks a lot better.
What does that say about SGA?
Well, that's what I said. I gave him his credit. I said he's
Props.
better than Anthony Edwards at that, making other players around him better or feeling more. But I think he has to do that based on the structure of his team.
Well, Phil Jackson disagrees with you because he said Scottie Pippen was the best overall player that he had. And, like, I mean, I don't want to go into a Pippen-Jordan argument,
Skill
but,
set
boy,
wise, yeah.
good Lord, Pippen was a lot. I mean, he did everything, and Jordan did some things greater, but not everything. But this argument, SGA to me versus Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle proves the point because Julius Randle not only confident, not already been through the league, already an all-star, but I think Julius Randle being the vet also is like, young man is still figuring out where that dog gonna hunt, so let me go get this. Because it even happened in the Lakers series. There was times like you just see Anthony Edwards being an athlete playing basketball, and then you're like, dog, like, one thing I know about basketball is this is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. Who's efficient? Who's effective? I'm like, I've seen too many athletes playing basketball. I tried it. I was like, oh, I failed. And I know now there's a difference between I could jump out the gym and be all these things and measurables, but I don't play the game. That's why Jokic is like, what are y'all doing? Like, what's all that running for? Like, you know what I mean? It's like Luka, like, what y'all doing? Like, you know, a lot of the Euro game is like, what y'all doing? And I think Anthony Edwards is not extreme there, but he's closer to still athlete ball than SGA is, which usually you play longer and you're more effective for a longer time because it's less wear and tear to just do all that stuff. And Julius Randle shows me every time he steps up, it ain't because Anthony Edwards is killing it and he like, let's do this together. He like, let me pick up some of this slack. You don't feel that?
I do, but when I think about, we still talking about, I don't know if we're talking about OKC and Denver, Minnesota. One thing I think about with the two of them is OKC just struggled with Denver. Yes, they won, but Denver is not a good defensive team. And Minnesota is. Like, you put McDaniels on SGA. Is he going to stop him? No, but I think he's going to slow him down. And Gobert and Randall in the paint, I think it's going to be a problem.
That's a lot
for OKC.
That's a lot.
Because all they got is Hartenstein.
They don't really play in the paint, though.
Well, they got
right,
Chet.
but
they got Chet. He's also
Chet.
He doesn't really play in the
Chet
paint.
on Randall. That's
Yeah.
a mouse in the house.
I'm about to say.
That's bully ball all day.
That's a toothpick.
Yeah, he's gonna be in foul trouble trying to guard him. So that's gonna take him out his
He's
game.
a
And
lot
Randall
taller
can.
than Randall though. He's like
Yeah,
4
but-
or
Randall's
5
too strong for him.
But you
That-
trade off the strength for 4.5
That only
inches.
works on the wing. That only works on the wing. Because when he gets in the paint, you being taller ain't gonna necessarily help.
I don't know.
When you can't get to your position,
No.
when you can't get to your spot because that forearm is keeping you from moving, like what you gonna do?
But if I'm getting rebounds without jumping over,
Not when Gobert is, but Gobert is there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Gobert
no,
is there
that's true.
strictly for the rebounds and the blocks.
now, yeah.
But you got Hartenstein for him. He's also 7 feet
Hartenstein,
tall.
yeah, but he can't.
And he's thicker.
Pause. But
Yeah,
he ain't.
seriously. Seriously.
But he ain't.
Come on now.
He
Come
could
on.
have used any other one.
Yeah.
He could say he's bigger.
All these words he can use. He's been single too long. Yeah. You better get back. You better come back. That's what happens. You can hit that Explore page on that U channel you be watching.
Justin, I know where you're going with this. You're
They
thinking
have
about
a
the
tough
Anthony
time.
Edwards from last playoffs, last season. He
I'm
was
talking
a
about one right
different
now.
beast. Nah, he's more inconsistent this season.
Yeah,
this playoff
think
than
so?
last year. Yeah, if it was Anthony Edwards from last year, I'd say they'll take it. But the Anthony Edwards this playoffs, to Marcellus's point, he's not there. He turns it on sometimes, and he just kind of fades away in the background.
I agree with why you're saying that, but here's my pushback to that.
Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.